welcome to the Perfume Realm. My name is Manahil and today's video is going to be all about comforting and cozy fragrances. So I did a top 5 list and it was because I got requested in my comments to do one of these. Also, before we really get into anything, I just wanted to say that if you are interested in becoming part of the realm, I highly suggest hitting the subscribe button and the post notification bell so you can stay up to date on everything that is happening here. All right, now let's jump into it. So to get into the spirit of things, I decided to get cozy. I have my slippers on and I have this big thick blanket with me because I want to feel cozy while I'm talking about these beautiful fragrances that I love. The first one that I'm going to show you is actually an honorable mention. And this is only because this fragrance has been discontinued and it's also very, very hard to find. So I didn't want to keep one on the list that you probably won't be able to get your hands on, but it is still a fragrance that is super comforting to me, so I wanted to share it, and that is So Hooked on Carmela from Benefit. So Hooked on Carmela, like its name, is all about caramel and it's so beautiful as a gourmand. And personally, I really actually lean towards cozy and comforting fragrances typically anyways. So this was a hard video to make because I had to narrow it down to my top 5, but I do gravitate towards them, and I also gravitate towards gourmands. And I think a lot of times for me, gourmands automatically become kind of a cozy and comforting scent to me. So Hooked on Carmela is the honorable mention. The next perfume I'm going to show you guys is one that I decided to give you kind of an alternative for, and that is because I wanted to stay true to what I find cozy and comforting, but I also know that this perfume I'm about to show is not one that everyone would love, and so I wanted to give you guys another option. So this perfume is Kulfi from Laromatica. I adore this fragrance. It's a beautiful cardamom infused, saffron sprinkled ice cream scent, very creamy, dense, spiced ice cream scent. And Kulfi is actually named after the Kulfi dessert from Pakistan and India, kind of that area. And I grew up eating Kulfi. It also has coconut in it, which is really interesting to me because typical Kulfi flavors don't come in coconut. They have mango, they have pistachio, they have a variety, but I've never heard of coconut. But the coconut in here actually works beautifully. It adds this kind of nuttiness to it and it keeps that creamy profile going. So I love Kulfi. And for me, it's comforting because, again, I have that kind of sentimental connection to it. It reminds me of my childhood, and it is a gourmand that I personally really find delicious. So this is one I enjoy. The projection and sillage are pretty good. The longevity is amazing. But yeah, so this is one of the options. But since I know that not everyone would love a spiced scent, I know, you would really have to love the scent profile and the flavor profile of that region to really love it. So I decided to give you guys another kind of warm, soft gourmand fragrance, and that is Vanille Apricot. So I recently featured this in an unboxing video, and since then I've been able to wear it and really get to know it. To me, this fragrance really reminds me of an apricot cream soda, if that existed. It really does. It has like a sparkling nature to it, and the apricot has this very creamy vanilla background, so it is a nice fragrance. You would really have to be into this type of vanilla though. This is from Sud Pacifique, but I feel like La Vanilla and a couple other companies kind of have this type of approach to vanilla, and you could possibly find it a little bit maybe synthetic, possibly off-putting. So it isn't for everyone, but I do think that this would be a much more universally pleasing option than Kulfi would be. Also, you guys, I'm sorry, but I've been having a really hard time catching my breath lately. It's just been kind of weird. I run out of breath a lot now. So if I seem like I'm like rushing through a sentence, that's because I'm really rushing to grab another breath. But the next fragrance that I chose is one that I adore. Like, I love this fragrance, and it is Rich Warm Addictive from Zara. I feel like I would talk about this a lot more on my channel and on my page because of how much I love it. However, for some reason in the back of my head, I think like, okay, no, this has been hyped so much. No one wants to hear more about it. But as time goes on with my channel, I'm just becoming more and more comfortable with you guys. And if I love this fragrance, I should mention it as many times as I want. So yes, Zara's Rich Warm Addictive. So this is addictive. That part of the name is spot on because when I spray this, I have to keep smelling wherever I ended up spraying it. I keep finding myself sniffing it. Also, there will be times that all I want to wear is Zara's Rich Warm Addictive over and over and over, no matter what the time of day or season or occasion. But the rest of the name is what I don't really agree with. I don't find this to be a very rich scent, very full-bodied, or one that has a lot of depth to it. I actually feel like it's a very, liquidy scent. I don't know how to explain it, but it doesn't have like a really heavy base. It kind of has something that kind of flows like a liquid. I'm not, again, sure how to explain it, but that's what I think of. Also, this is from the tobacco collection, and I pick up on zero tobacco. I think it is a very sweet, kind of a syrupy, liquidy scent, but it is addictive, and I love it. And I do think that this provides a lot of comfort, and it really does make me feel cozy whenever I wear this. So the next fragrance I have over here is La Perla. This is another fragrance that I got recently, and I've been wearing it and I have fallen in love with it. I do find this to be comforting. It is different from the other ones. It is not a gourmand, and it is very powdery, and I'm not typically someone who loves powdery scents. Usually I kind of like more creamy and dense fragrances, but this is powdery. It is light and it's so feminine and sweet. This does quickly become a skin scent, but I love that about it. It actually just kind of adds to the coziness in a way. So while most of the other fragrances that I listed are kind of a continuous source of comfort and coziness, this one, once it becomes a skin scent, you will pick up on it now and then, and it's very reassuring to me. So I really do love this, and I do find great comfort in this one. This is also very, very affordable, and I would definitely check this one out. Okay, so the next fragrance is one of my absolute top favorite fragrances, and that is Guimauve from Reminiscence. I have talked about this before. You guys really do know how much I love this one, and I find so much comfort in this one. Maybe in a way, to me, this is fluffy and light, like clouds in the sky. So there's something very dreamy about it that really adds to that cozy nature. So if you are interested in learning more about this, kind of a deeper review, I do have one of those reviews here on my channel, so you should definitely go check that one out. And the last fragrance that I have here is one that I have grown to love exponentially. I am telling you, the love of this fragrance has consumed me, and that is Noettes Confidences from Annick Goutal. Again, I do have a in-depth review of this on my channel, but the reason I chose this for the comforting and cozy video, because that is exactly what it is. Not only can you kind of layer this with anything, but on its own as a standalone fragrance, it is incredible. To me, this is better than Spiritus Double Vanille from Guerlain, and that is a large and bold claim to make because Guerlain is known for their incredibly high quality vanilla. They have a very specific type of vanilla, but I love this one. I'm not just favoring this one because I own this one. From what I remember of my last few test runs with the Guerlain Spiritus Double Vanille, I enjoyed it, but I found this to be far, far better. when I compare it to that. But again, I have not worn them side by side, so I cannot give you like a perfect judgment on it. But I do think that this is amazing, and it is a little bit cheaper than the Guerlain. So if you are interested in Spiritus Doble Vini, you could check this one out, and maybe that would be a better fit for you anyways. It also has that really smoky, deep, rich vanilla scent, one of the most high quality cozy vanillas that I have ever come across. So that is going to be the last fragrance that I'm going to share with you guys. All right, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and if you did enjoy this video or any of my other content, I would really appreciate it again if you subscribed, gave this video a like, and shared with a friend. And other than that, have a good one.